I'm really appealing to civil society, to NGOs here in the UK, to lobby and make sure to come together and unite with us in solidarity in making sure that the government of UK is actually stopping its finance that is going via the World Bank, because it's not helping our countries, it's not helping the continent, and it's not helping the planet. Yeah, running up to Durban, we've been having a number of community workshops, trying to build the awareness and making sure that the people, they see the need of them being involved, because this will be a huge, it will be a global conference. So we've seen that our government last year during the World Cup, even a 4-year-old, it was doctrinated in their head that the World Cup is coming. The government made sure that the hype is there, through the media and so forth and so forth. But now it's actually a different case now, since the COP is coming to Durban. Government is not actually publicizing and not bringing that awareness to communities like how they did with the World Cup. We really mean business, as civil society, as activists, as environmental justice activists, we really mean business. We're actually experiencing climate change. It's happening now, but it's something we actually need a change. We need it from yesterday, so we need change now. They really need to commit themselves in changing the world for the better. Countries like the UK, they have to pay for the debts that they have actually put in our countries. Like for instance, they have been they've been benefiting from the global south. So they've been, since they have been benefiting from the global south, they should be paying the debts. They should be not issuing climate loans. They should be actually compensating those countries rather than being loans. So we are totally against the word of loans, because that means they are actually putting us in more debts. That has been a major, huge problem back in the country, not only in the country, but in the continent as a whole. Because we have seen that Medupi, it's one of the biggest dirty coal power station that has been built in South Africa, that has been funded by the World Bank. And we know that the UK government has been putting money via the World Bank. And we are saying that the UK government needs to stop that, because apparently the World Bank has been saying that they want to fight poverty and reduce poverty, but with them funding such projects like Medupi and Kusile, that means it's actually they are contradicting with their statement, because that is actually making the poverty queues more longer by them funding these unsustainable developments. It's actually affecting them huge, due to that they have to pay high tariffs of electricity, of which the same multi-corporation national from the global north, they are paying way cheap rather than ordinary people. Like for instance, the BHP pellets in the Anglo-American, they are paying 12 cents per kilowatt, yet an ordinary person, that some of them, they are unemployed, we are talking about pensioners here, they are paying 28 cents per kilowatt. So can you see that there is a huge monopoly that is actually happening there, of which we are totally against. Yeah, about the corporate interest, we see that in most of the UN talks, they tend to have the upper hand. They tend to have the last say, because we believe that the corporation, they can lobby governments. So at the end of the day, it's their decision. We can say the governments, they decide. We need to put a stop in the corporation making the decisions for our countries. It should be the ordinary citizens that actually making decisions for themselves. rather than the big business guys, because they only think about profit. For them, it's profit before people. So we need to say it's people before profit.